Guys, I'm back, and today I have the Big Rock 2 to 3S. Oh yeah, this thing is awesome. I can't wait to get this out and rip it. Did you see that, guys? It's alive!
See, look it, guys. I told you.
Oh no, guys, it's coming. It's coming to get me. No! 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 There you go. She's out of the box, and man, she looks good. I love this green, and as you can see back here, I took these stickers off. You know, I just took the heat gun and heated them up and peeled them off. You know, there was a couple spots that the sticky goo was still on there, so I just grabbed some electrical tape and I stuck a piece on it and peeled it off, and it like picked up the glue. But then I went in and I put some mousse slick on it just to clean it off, and look at that, gives it a nice shine. It'll help keep it clean too. Check out this grill, guys. That's crazy. At this price point, to get this little molded plastic grill and the new bumpers, you can't beat this. You know, you have your mirrors on here. I mean, that's so cool. I love it. You know, and it looks like they actually made this body all new, because they must have had to mold it differently, especially like in the back here, because this little bump here, I don't remember that being on the last gen. And there's also a raised section here in the bed, but I think they did an awesome job. Well, let's try out this clipless system. You just push your thumbs in, grab the body, and lift. You see there's a piece back here, a little bumper, and then you got a little spring in here. You see how that works. It just moves the spring out of the way. I love the support that you got in here, because before you had the roof skids, but I like how everything's just tied in. You know, it's going to keep this body from like cracking here. It should. You know, and same on the front. And there is that grill. Man, this looks good. And it looks like your mirrors are even tied in to your roll bars. Nice. So what's new on here? It looks like there's quite a few new things. You know, you got your chassis, of course. They got the updated chassis where the dirt will fall out of there. We got the springs on the new bumpers. That looks like the 6S version. Same on the front. Alright. What else do I see here? I love the fact that there is a center diff in here. That is an amazing upgrade. And this little plate in here, look at that, you know, that's gonna keep rocks out of there. That's pretty nice, you know, because all of my 4S, you know, 3S line, they always got chewed up when the stone sat in there. I know there is an upgraded steering servo in here. I'm not sure how good it is, but I think it'll be all right for just bashing. Let's see, this new ESC. You know, the only real good thing I see with this one is the fact that you don't have to have, you know, you got your receiver in this box, and when you pull this thing apart, it's just a pain to get those wires back in that box. You know, this is nice and all, but is it going to be any good? You know, we're going to see if this thing will hold up the 3S and some bashing. Let's see, really get a look. Looks like your shock towers are the same, but they got this new clipless mounts on here. In the front and rear, they look pretty similar. They actually might be the same part number, just flipped. I mean, that would make it, you know, smart, I guess. Less molds. Let's see. Also, if you look down in here, it looks like steel pivot balls. You know, and like that was an issue I had with the last big rock. They were all plastic, and those things wore out, and you got like all this slop in your linkage. But that is a nice upgrade. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like these battery hold downs. I like the fact that, you know, your battery cables are, you know, not flopping around. But normally I would just stick them underneath the battery strap anyway, and it would fix that problem. Because these things here, you know, you have to have them adjusted, and if you have like a small battery in there, it's hard to get that thing flat. I don't know. We're gonna have to put a battery in it and see how it fits. But I'm not a fan of them. But they can be replaced. Alright, we have the zeee 5200 milliamp hour 3S, and there's a lot of room in here to go up. That's what I've noticed. The one thing I don't like about this whole battery strap, you know, it comes across here, but then your straps, you know, you really can't go any further than that. So that's all you have for Velcro. And if you run your batteries back here, because that's the way I like to run them, if you actually had your wires coming out the top of the battery right there, the strap is going to be right in the way. It's not going to allow you to do it. You would have to flip it. Alright, now you've seen it. Now we're going to go out and we're going to see how fast this thing is. We're going to try it out on 2S just to see what she'll do, and then we'll drop into 3S. And also we're going to put it on the ramp and see how she bashes. Well guys, stick around. Alright guys, we got the 2S in there. Let's see how fast it is. Alright, she's catching. She's penned. We're just gonna need one run. We'll get this over with quick. Alright, that's a good one. Let's see what we got. Alright. What do we got? Stop. Read. Alright, there you go guys. 34 miles per hour. Not bad for 2S. Well, let's try the 3. Alright, we got the 3S pack in there. Let's see what we get. Track, start. She's catching. Wow, guys. That's pretty crazy. It's got way more power. See if I can keep it straight. Alright, here we go. She's been... Whoa! Yes! That was pretty crazy, guys. It just did a front flip. We're gonna give it another pass here and see what we get. This thing is a handful. Those tires just balloon like crazy. Well, I hope the wind isn't bothering you too much. My GoPro died. All right, let's see what we got on that one. Yeah, my GoPro 10 finally bit it. Something happened, I don't know what. It's just been screwing up lately. So I need to get a new one. We got a new one coming here, hopefully, soon. What do we got? All right, guys, there you go. There's 52 miles per hour. That's pretty good. I want to give it one more try. Let's see if we can get it a little bit faster. All right, it's catching. Boy, it's hard to keep it straight, guys. This thing is a little beast. I'm gonna go up there just a little bit further. All right, see if we can beat it. She is bent. Ooh, oh. It's pretty crazy. Those tires are going nuts. They're little pancakes. Definitely needs some better tires. But for bashing, they're probably going to be good. Here we go. One more time. She was pinned for a few seconds there. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, this thing rips. All right, what did we get? Stop, read. Oh man, there you go, 51 miles per hour. I think that's gonna do it for the speed. Yes. I got one comment. The guy said that he run it on 3S and burned up his motor wires. That's pretty crazy. How's that possible? It's supposed to be a 3S system, right? 2 to 3. And they're gearing it. I know they gear these things so high just to touch that speed that everybody wants. But if I have to, I'll just gear it down. I mean, it seems like it has plenty of power. Wow. All right, guys, we got the ramp set up here. We're just gonna do some baby jumps to get used to it. See, guys, just little baby jumps. Wow, that was awesome. Oh yeah. Gotta love the big rock. This thing flies nice. Pulls backflips with ease. Just doing a little short run up. I'm not gonna give it too much speed. I think in order to get this thing and launch it to the moon, I'm gonna have to put some different weight shock oil in it. Man, this steering just doesn't seem like it wants to turn. That's weird. Oh, wait a minute. Let's turn that steering rate up. Yeah, that's better. Because you can adjust the steering rate on this, and I had it turned down for the speed run. Woo! Yes. All right, I moved the ramp a little bit further that way. I want to see if I can come on this down slope. Ooh. Ha ha ha. That's not good, guys. Well, at least I got the ramp in the right spot. All right, did we break anything? Sounds good. Ooh, wait a minute. Did that body pop? No. No, we're good to go. That was just my bad driving. Yeah. Yeah, I think before I take it up and I really launch this thing, I'm gonna put some 60 weight in it. Jeez, that is nice and easy. I let off the throttle when it was half rotated. Yeah. I really like this, guys. Yeah, it's definitely the perfect tent scale. Oh, man, it's smacking hard, guys. It definitely needs some shock tuning. Well, just that little run that we just did here, and that ESC is getting pretty hot. And the motor, it's pretty hot. I'm gonna let it cool down a minute and then we'll get back at it. Yeah. Yeah. I just love it. This thing just pulls them backflips easy. I can't remember version 3 if it was a little better or what, because for the price point you're getting here, this thing is pretty sweet. But that 2 to 3S, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna hold up. 80 amps, and the old one was what, 100 amps? I may just have to go and drop a max 10 in here. I think the max 10 would be perfect with this. Well, there's the first body pop. That's the first time that's happened, guys. I bet if we start sending it to the moon, the body will go flying. Yes. It's just so controllable. And there we go again. I think it's back on there. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the big drop that I go to, and we're gonna send this thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna go 80, 90, 100 feet. You know what, 30, 40 foot drop. Oh, that was not the greatest landing. The one thing I do remember about the V3, it took a beating. Well, she got hot again. I let it cool for a couple minutes. It wasn't long. I just watched the video on Hulk Hogan. He was in the hospital. He was ready to get out. You know, it's sad. You know, it's sad that he's gone. I used to love wrestling back when he was out. You know, I was watching it in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, in high school time. Man, he will be missed. But, you know, he got baptized about a year ago. We may see him again soon enough. Oh, geez. There we go. The body was off, but it just popped back in. Yeah, that's wicked. You know, guys, I was into the X-Max, you know, the XRT, all these big RCs. You know, I'm glad that I got to play with them. I had them. But anymore, just a 10th scale, 8th scale, it's just so much fun. You know, you just throw a battery in and they don't weigh 20 some pounds. They're just a pain to carry around. So I guess I'm back to my roots, but I had to try them. But these 10th scale, like this big rock, is one of my favorite RCs. I just know it. It's gonna be even better. Just wait. I assure you, in a couple months, this thing will be the best big rock you've ever seen. Woo! Oh man. And the big rock is hungry. It's a beast, guys. I hope you liked my intro there. I just thought I'd be have a little fun. That's what this channel's all about. Having some fun. You know, I wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for you guys watching. Gets me out of the house. And man, I love RC. But if it wasn't for this channel, I would be, you know, at home right now, probably watching, you know, some Talbot or something. But thanks, guys, for getting me off the couch. Woo! Ha ha ha! And getting me some exercise. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. I got some shock ideas for this too. You're gonna have to stick around to find out. But I think we can customize some big bore shocks and stick them in here and make this thing land on a pillow. Oh yeah. Yes. This thing is so predictable, guys. Ooh, it's still eating though, still hungry. Yeah, it does not like running in the grass. Getting hot. I wonder if I can gear this thing down. Does Arrma make gearing for this? I don't know what's in it. What is in it, guys? A 15 maybe? I don't know. I do have a 15 tooth laying around, but I'm not sure what's in this thing. But I bet it would do good with lower gearing. I think it would help with the overheating. You know, Arrma, gear it up, get that speed. But does it bash on that pinion? No, no, it does not. Uh-oh, body's off. Let's get it back on. Oh, did it pop back on? Oh no, the other side popped up. What I think is happening here, guys, is hitting that bumper on the grill, and it's causing that body to pop up. There we go, perfect. Yes, this is the second pack that I ran through this. Running the zeee, what is it, 5200. Oh! And we have lipo cutoff. Oh man, that was the hardest hit she took all day. Yes, we're running the zeee 5200 milliamp hour 3S lipo. It's either it cut off or over temped. I don't know. Let's see how hot it is. Oh man, guys, look at that. That one landing, it split the body right there. Oh no, guys, you gotta be kidding me. Stinking lipo. All right, it's hot, but it can't be over temping because it was hotter earlier. Well, guys, that's the end of that pack. There you go, guys. First run with the Big Rock 2 to 3S. Oh yeah, it made it through 2 packs today. This thing is awesome, as I knew it would be. I need to do some upgrades for this thing. I got some ideas what I need to do, but first we're going to get some heavier shock oil in there and get it ready to launch it to the moon. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Oh, nice and easy.